Hello, my name is Yutaka Watanabe, a tax accountant. Welcome to the channel. Tax Accountant Nabe solves your money problems. Today, I'd like to talk about top 5 concerns in M&A. When people hear the term M&A, they often imagine a massive financial event involving billions of yen changing hands. However, when business owners actually begin considering the sale or merger of their own company, the first thing that weighs heavily on their mind is not simply numbers or calculations. Instead, it is often the emotional burden associated with the future of business they have spent years carefully building, along with strategic uncertainties about how to proceed. Today, through this discussion, let's put those vague worries into words and discover practical hints that can help you move forward with confidence. Let me ask you a question. When considering an M&A transaction, what is the biggest obstacle? Take a moment to reflect on the hesitation hidden deep within your mind. Of course, financial questions such as how much is my company worth are important. However, what often applies the real brakes is something more personal and emotional, such as what will happen to my employees or who can I trust to advise me. Let us take a closer look at these very real emotional barriers that often stop business owners in their tracks. In fact, these vague anxieties can generally be categorized into 5 common concerns shared by many business owners. 1. The loneliness of not being able to find a suitable partner. 2. Struggle of not knowing the appropriate selling price. 3. The pressure of worrying about employees and business partners. 4. Confusion caused by complicated procedures. 5. Uncertainty about how to choose a trustworthy professional advisor. If you are currently considering M&A and feel as though there are simply too many things to think about, please rest assured. These are common obstacles faced by decision makers around the world. Once those concerns are organized into 5 visible categories, they become manageable challenges rather than overwhelming fears. Let us examine them one by one. First, there is concern of not being able to find a suitable partner. You may have finally decided to transfer or merge your business, but finding the right counterpart proves difficult. This can feel incredibly lonely and discouraging. You look around and see no obvious candidates, and you have no idea where to begin searching. It feels as though you have been dropped into a vast ocean without a compass. This uncertainty about where to go often robs business owners of the courage needed to take the very first step. Next come the concerns of not knowing the proper selling price. For many business owners, their company represents the culmination of their life's work, almost like a child they have raised. Yet, at some point, you must place a monetary value on that achievement. You do not want to overstate underestimate the value and appear unrealistic. At the same time, you do not want to undersell the company and diminish the year of hard work and sacrifice invested in building it. The pressure created by this dilemma is far more than a simple mass materials problem. It can feel as though the value of your entire life's effort is being judged. The third concern is the impact on employees and business partners. A company is not merely a collection of documents and contracts. It is built by employees who work hard every day and by business partners who have shared both success and difficulties over many years. How will an M&A affect their future? Will you be able to protect them, adapt quickly? This sense of responsibility is one of the heaviest burdens our business owners carries. Careful consideration of these human factors often plays a decisive role in the success or failure of an M&A transaction. Alongside these emotional concerns comes a very practical challenge. The fourth concern is confusion caused by complex procedures. Contracts, complicated due diligence process, endless tax considerations. To be honest, many people feel like closing their laptop and escaping reality the moment they see everything laid out before them. You are already busy running your business every day, and now an unfamiliar wave of complex administrative work arrives all at once. If you feel overwhelmed, please know that you are not alone. The fifth concern is how to choose a trustworthy professional advisor. Now, let us start moving toward solutions. The five concerns we have discussed can actually be transformed into 5 corresponding solution steps. The counterpart, the valuation, the people involved, the procedures, and the advisors. None of these are insurmountable walls standing permanently in your way. With support from the right professionals, each challenge can be addressed systematically and one at a time. Business owners do not need to carry the entire burden alone. Once the right partner is found, many problems begin to resolve themselves in sequence. Almost like a row of dominoes, falling one after another. M&A should never be a lonely battle. It should be a collaborative process in which you and a trusted advisor work together to carefully untangle a complicated knot. Feeling anxious is completely natural. That is precisely why a partnership built on trust, guidance, and a structured approach is so important. Now that the source of your vague concerns has become clear, the next step is action. To move your company toward its next chapter, which concern will you choose to address first? You do not need to solve everything at once. The small built, meaningful step you take today may become the key that opens the door to your company's future. Today, I spoke about top 5 concerns in M&A. For more information about small-scale M&A transactions, please visit the website of Yutaka Watanabe, Tax Accountant Office. I will continue sharing information concerned on the theme of money. So, please subscribe to the channel. Tax Accountant Nabe solves your money problems.